In the Sahara, where sand devours empires and dust buries kings, there was once a city whispered like myth, Timbuktu. It was a place colonizers mocked as imaginary, a destination travelers feared, was unreachable, and a name many scholars dismissed as mere folklore. But beneath its endless dunes lay the greatest hidden archive Africa ever held. Here, knowledge was not just stored, it was lived. Imagine 700,000 scrolls, each one a universe of thought. They detailed advanced medicine, charted the stars with incredible astronomy, and explored deep philosophy. They contained complex ethics, sophisticated mathematics for trade, and intricate cosmology. This treasure trove was far older and far deeper than the outside world could ever imagine. The world would later ask, how could such profound knowledge exist here in this place? It was a question born from the misguided belief that Africa could only receive wisdom, not create it. Yet, all along, Timbuktu remembered the truth. Picture this, long caravans making their epic journeys across the vast Sahara, not just carrying salt and gold, but also carrying ideas. See the scholars teaching eager students under the shade of acacia trees. The entire continent was a classroom, and the pursuit of knowledge was a sacred pilgrimage. Timbuktu was its beating heart, a beacon of learning that drew the brightest minds from across the known world. But then, invaders came. They brought fire and destruction. Libraries that housed centuries of wisdom were burnt to the ground. In that moment of crisis, a desperate, heroic act of preservation began. Manuscripts were smuggled away beneath robes. Brave families hid precious scrolls under their floors in secret caves, and he even buried them deep under the desert sand. They treated these books not as objects, but as their own children. One elder would later say, "We buried them so they could live." They risked everything to save their intellectual soul. Centuries later, when modern scholars finally arrived and began to uncover these hidden treasures, they were left completely stunned. The delicate manuscripts were gently unearthed, the sand that had protected them for so long carefully brushed away. It was a revelation that shattered their preconceptions. They had to admit, with a sense of awe and humility, Africa was not silent, we were simply deaf. We hadn't been listening. So, what does the incredible story of Timbuktu teach us today? It teaches us that truth can be buried, but it can never be erased. It shows us that genius has no geography, it is a spirit that can flourish anywhere. And most importantly, it proves that Africa spoke with ink and wisdom long before it was spoken of by others. The story of this legendary city is a powerful reminder that sometimes the world might forget your greatness. It might even try to bury it, but perhaps it's buried just long enough for you to rise, rediscover it, and remember who you truly are. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to uncover more hidden histories with us.